அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். யாமறிந்த மொழிகளிலே தமிழ் மொழி போல் இனிதாவது எங்கும் காணோம். I request all to rise up for தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கிளிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமெதில் திக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறமியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you, Kirtana and Kriba, for Tamil Thai Valtu. A fabulous evening to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this wonderful session. Past is a waste paper. Present is a newspaper. Future is a question paper. So read and write it carefully. I heartily welcome our students of Kayal Kalviyagam, our staff members. A warm welcome to the students from Coimbatore and Tamil Nadu. And I cordially welcome to our UPSC aspirants from other states like Kerala, Nagaland, West Bengal, Hyderabad. I'm also glad to welcome our chief guest, Ms. Kalishwari Selvaraj. Letting you know about our institution, our institute has been started on 12th July 2020 in a pandemic situation. Institute was started with minimum number of students and staff members. But now, we are running out with our students to attain their goal. At present, we are providing classes to UPSC, TNPSC, Banking, SSC, PGTRB, TET, SET, SI, which is nothing but Sub-Inspector of Police, spoken English and Hindi, and tuitions in both online and offline classes. The purpose of organizing this seminar is to guide all our students for upcoming UPSC prelims exam, which is going to be conducted on June 2022. In this session, we'll be letting you know about the stages of UPSC, syllabus of UPSC, and some tricks, learning methods, etc. Our aim is to motivate the aspirants who are just focusing on banking, NET, SET, central and state government exams, etc. They will be guided to make attempt on UPSC exams. This session will be very useful for those students who are willing to make their first try on UPSC exams and for the UPSC dreamers too. Here, I wish to share few words about the special person, who's nothing but our guest, Ms. Kalishwari Selvaraj ma'am, who has completed her MCom, MPhil, NET, and pursuing her PhD. She started her preparation for UPSC and NET exams on 2018. She cleared her NET exam on 2019. She has secured national level rank in NET and selected as National Fellowship Scholar and pursuing her PhD at present. She has also made attempt for UPSC prelims twice. And now she is the one who is going to share her experience and let us know about the UPSC exams, syllabus, tricks and methods, which she followed while she is preparing for her exam. I thank you all and I'll hand over the session to Ms. Kalishwari ma'am.
Thank you, Pooja, for that wonderful introduction. And on this occasion, I like to thank Kayal Kalviyagam for providing me this opportunity and making me a part of this occasion and allowing me to share my own ideas and perspective of UPSC towards the new aspirants who are preparing towards UPSC and the budding aspirants who are wishing to turn their dreams into reality as civil servants. So on this occasion, I thank Kayal Kalviyagam and R. Usha Nandini Ma'am Satish Kumar to providing me this opportunity. So come on, without wasting time, we'll get into the session so that it would be very much interesting and of course, eye-opener to most of the people also. So let me share the slide and tell me whether it is visible or not, okay? Okay, so first of all, getting into the slide, I want to welcome all the people who are here now as an aspirant or moving as an aspirant towards 2022 prelims. So I welcome you all on my behalf so that we'll be sharing more ideas and gaining more ideas through the session. So hopefully this session will be useful for almost all, and you'll be knowing how UPSC is working and what all UPSC is doing further. Okay, so again, welcome to Kayal Kalviyagam. We are stepping towards the new milestone of Union Public Service Commission, and we are going to discuss on the topic of civil services. So since people are around India and people are from Tamil Nadu, I'll be going with both Tamil and English so that it will be very convenient to you. So this program is on an orientation program for competitive exams, especially Union Public Service Commission. And so come on, let's go in. So today what we are going to focus is all about UPSC, that is Union Public Service Commission. So I don't know how much you know about Union Public Service Commission and what are all the processes, what are all the recruitment techniques, and what are all the major outcomes of UPSCs and what not they are doing. So this is all about UPSC. So நீங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா UPSC என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, எப்ப ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க, எப்படி ரெக்ரூட் பண்றாங்க, ஸோ அது எவ்வளோ பெரிய போஸ்டிங் அண்ட் அது எவ்வளோ தூரம் நம்மளுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ப்ரைடு கொடுக்கும். இட்ஸ் நாட் ஓன்லி ப்ரைட் டு இந்தியா, ப்ரைட் டு ஆர் செல்ஸ் அண்ட் ப்ரைட் டு ஆல் ஆர் ஃபேமிலி மெம்பர்ஸ். எல்லாருக்குமே அது ஒரு ப்ரைடாக தான் இருக்க போகுது. ஸோ பிஃபோர் கெட்டிங் இன் டு த ட்ரிக்ஸ் ஆர் the strategies to use in UPSC exams, we have to know like UPSC oda overview kandipa neenga therinjukonu. You have to know the overview how UPSC evolved and till now UPSC and from where it started and where it is going. So UPSC was started in 1st October 1926. So it is the like it was already known as Federal Public Service Commission and later it was known as Public Service Commission, and now after the amendments it has been known as Union Public Service Commission. So it is head office is in New Delhi. Okay, it comes under the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension. So this is a basic details, but it is very important to every aspirant to know what is the base of UPSC. So the present chairman is Pradeep Kumar Joshi, and of course you know it is Government of India. And let's move into the other topic. So we'll have an outlook of Union Public Service Commission. So it is the premier central recruiting agency. You know, it is the premier, it is the unique and premier recruiting agency for Group A services. So Group A services of India, it is a pride, isn't it? You are the nation's identity. So the people who are working under the UPSC will be known as pride of nation because they are the identity who are going to show the nation's development or whatever movements are happening. It will be done through those people only. So the Government of India or the UPSC actually recruits the people for Group A services under these categories. That is Union Government Civil Services, Union Government Defense Services, Union Government Engineering Services, Union Government Health Science Services, Union Government Natural Resource Services, Union Government Architect Services, Union Government Functionality Services, and Union Government Law Services. So these are the categories on different majors which they are recruiting people for. So all the people who are under this categories will be under the Group A services and they are the nation's pride. So apart from that, you must have known all these things if you are a competitive exam focusing person. So like you have IAS, IFS, CDS, CISF, NDA, ESC, and IES, CMSE, and CAR and CGSE. So like one thing I have to tell here is like IAS exams, the eligibility or the eligibility which they are taking, the qualification is normal. Like you have to have a bachelor degree, but the other services, maybe taking Indian Forest Services, you must have a basic degree in science. Okay, like any one of the paper you must have completed in science, or you must have a degree in agriculture. So Indian Forest Services is quite different from that. So the education qualification differs. And combined defense services, of course, it is defense services, and the eligibility criteria on the base of age is different. Okay, so combined defense services or National Defense Academy, the age limit differs, and you must have a science background for these two. And of course, engineering services exam, you must be an engineer. A bachelor degree in engineer is very much important. For Indian Economic Services, you must have a degree in social sciences. Social sciences in the sense you must have a paper which is covering economics or statistics or whatever it is, but it must teach you the basic ideology of statistics or the economic outcome. So in the services எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இது எல்லாமே ப்ரைட் ஆஃப் த நேஷன் தான். இது எல்லாமே வந்து குரூப் ஏ சர்வீசஸ் தான். இதோட ரெக்ரூட்டிங் ஏஜென்சி பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா யூபிஎஸ்சி கீழே தான் வரும். ஸோ யூபிஎஸ்சி கீழே வரப்போ எல்லாமே யூபிஎஸ்சி கீழே தான் வருது. இந்த எக்ஸாம்ஸ் எல்லாமே டஃபா இருக்குமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டால் டஃபா இருக்குமா அப்படின்னா நீங்க போற கிரேட் வந்துட்டு குரூப் ஏ சர்வீசஸ், நீங்க வந்து இந்தியாவோட ஐடென்டிட்டியா மாற போறீங்க அப்படின்னா அப்போ அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி தான் சர்வீசஸ்க்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி எக்ஸாம்ஸ் வைப்பாங்க. ஸோ ஈச் ஆஃப் தி சர்வீசஸ் ஆர் ஈச் ஆஃப் தி போஸ்ட் on which you are going to try. ஸோ நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி சர்வீசஸ் இருக்கு அப்படின்றத தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக தான் நம்ம இந்த இமேஜ் வந்து டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்க டிஃப்ரெண்ட் மேஜர்ஸ்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்கலாம். ஸோ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் மேஜர்ஸ்ல இருந்து வந்தப்போ நீங்க டிஃப்ரெண்ட் எக்ஸாம்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா ட்ரை பண்ணலாம். நீங்க வர யூபிஎஸ்சி மட்டும் தான் ட்ரை பண்ணணும், சிவில் சர்வீசஸ் எக்ஸாம் மட்டும் தான் ட்ரை பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு கிடையாது. இஃப் யூ ஆர் ப்ரிப்பேரிங் ஃபார் யூபிஎஸ்சி யூ கேன் கிவ் ஆல் தீஸ் எக்ஸாம்ஸ் இஃப் யூ ஆர் மச் ஃபோக்கஸ்ட். ஓகேங்களா, நீங்க வந்து கன்சிஸ்டன்டா ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்றீங்க, யூ ஆர் வெரி மச் இன்வால்வ் இன் யூபிஎஸ்சி அப்படின்னா நீங்க இந்த எல்லா சர்வீசஸ்க்குமே வந்து தகுதியானவங்க தான். நீங்க எல்லா சர்வீசஸ்க்கான எக்ஸாம்ஸும் கொடுக்கலாம். ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஆர் ஃபோக்கஸிங் ஆன் யூபிஎஸ்சி அண்ட் யூ ஆர் consistently preparing, you are very much capable of writing all these exams, and different major people can appear for different exams. So same as Indian Economic Services, you have Indian Statistical Services also. So it will be an examination which is conducted same as UPSC model, but the thing is like you must have a degree consisting a statistics paper. So whatever it is, if you are preparing for UPSC, or if you are a consistent, or if your motive is to achieve grade A services, you are capable of writing all these exams, but you must have a consistent preparation. So next, since we are especially focusing on civil services exam, so we are going to see what civil services exam is. So civil services exam is a national wide competitive exam which is conducted in India under UPSC, and they are the government services, that is central government services. You are the civil service persons when you are getting recruited under this. And what are the categories you are going to be recruited is Indian Administrative Services, Indian Foreign Services, and Indian Police Services. So you are going to be recruited under these kind of services which are group A services. Like Indian Administrative Services, Indian Foreign Services, or Indian Police Services are all India services. Okay, so then comes the UPSC exam pattern. So as mentioned here, you have to prepare yourself before preparing for the exams. So the thing is, நீ உன்னையே தயார்படுத்திக்கணும் எக்ஸாம்க்கு தயார்படுத்திக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி. ஸோ என்ன தயார்படுத்திக்கணும், என்ன சொல்ல வரீங்க அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க, லைக் வாட் யூ கோயிங் டு டெல் அபவுட் திஸ். ஸோ யூ ஹேவ் 3 stages of exams. So first one is preliminary. Most of the people must have heard, the people who are already preparing. I'm going to tell I'm going to tell this because for the people who are preparing for the first time, they must know what are the stages, everything, right? So for those people I'm telling, so stage 1 consists 2 papers, and those covers 200 each. So that is 400 marks. And stage 2 is mains examination, that is descriptive type. You have 9 papers, and each paper carries 250 marks, and you have 3 hours for each paper. And if you clear this mains, and if you're getting into stage 3, and that will be your personality test. That is nothing but the interview round, and it carries 275 marks. So stage 1 is for 400, stage 2 is for 1750, and stage 3 is for 275 marks. The grand total will be 2025. So you must be well prepared. Like, you must have an outlook of how exam pattern would be. So you must be preparing side by side with preliminary. You have to prepare for mains also. You can't let it alone. Like, you can't live alone, preparing alone for preliminary, and you will not even get time to prepare for mains, because you will be having a 3 months gap from preliminary to mains. So there must be head to head, like hand to hand preparation for mains and preliminary. So we'll see how it happens. So we are going to talk about the selection process. Selection process is nothing like, I'm going to say how the notification comes, how the result ends here. So normally, before this lockdown or corona thing affected, the normal notification was launching in the month of January, and the preliminary exams were conducted by the month of May. And after the results of preliminary, the exams of mains were conducted in the month of October to November, and the interview would have reached March. And the results, the final results, like the cadre you get, whether you are IAS or IPS or IFS or IRS, whatever it is, that would be result maybe published in the month of May. But due to this COVID situation and lot of changes in the regular pattern, they have quite bit differences in the notification arising thing. So கொஞ்சம் டிஃப்ரென்சஸ் இருக்கும். ஏன்னா கோவிட் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய இஷ்யூஸ் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கு இல்லைங்களா? பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல இருக்கட்டும், யூ ஹாவ் டு லைக் சி ஆல் த கிரைட்டீரியா. லைக் நீங்க எக்ஸாம் எழுத போறவங்களுக்கு எந்த ப்ராப்ளமும் இருக்கக்கூடாது, சென்டர்ஸ் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும், அவ்வளோ சேஃப்டி மெஷர்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும். பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் நாட் அ சிம்பிள் எக்ஸாம், இட் இஸ் தி ஆல் இண்டியா சர்வீசஸ் எக்ஸாம். ஸோ அப்படி பார்க்குறப்போ கொஞ்சம் டிஃப்ரென்சஸ் இருக்கு. இப்போ வந்து ஆல்ரெடி நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. இந்த 2022க்கு ஜூன் 22 நடக்க போகுது இந்த preliminary. ஸோ அதுக்கான ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் தான் நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போறோம். ஓகே, so then comes the eligibility criteria. So since we are especially focusing on civil services preparation, so educational qualification is bachelor degree. You can be a bachelor degree person in any kind of major, maybe engineering, maybe what to say, you may be agricultural person, you may be a commerce person, or whatever it is. In engineering itself, you have different categories. You can be anyone, but you must have completed a bachelor degree. And we'll say the age limit. Like age limit பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா minimum age is 21. நீங்க 21 years complete ஆயிருக்கணும், அப்பதான் you are eligible. ஓகேவா? So the age limit போட்டிருக்காங்க. இது எப்படின்னா maximum age limit இது. So general categoryக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it is 32 years, OBCக்கு it is 35 years, SC ST it's 37 years, and physically challenged people இருப்பாங்க இல்லைங்களா, அவங்களுக்கு 32 years. So the number of attempts, அதாவது நீங்க எவ்வளவு attempts கொடுக்கலாம், so how much attempts you can give is based on this criteria. So general category it goes with 6, OBC with 9, SC ST unlimited. Unlimited na, oh, even they can write after 37 years. That is not the thing. Like they can write until 37 years, the unlimited attempts. Okay, so for PWD it is 9 attempts. So the total number of vacancies, I'm not going to tell about the current vacancies because the current exam is going on. Just before a week, mains exam for 2021 got over. So the thing which I'm going to tell about here is like, normally people like we aspirants apply for UPSC prelims. கிட்டத்தட்ட 11 லட்சத்துல இருந்து 10 லட்சம் பேர், that is around 11 lakhs to 10 lakh people appear every year for preliminary. They apply, they put the application for preliminary. But what they think, like what happens exactly is around 50% only enter into the examination hall and they give the exam. I'm saying the entire total data of India. So think, so if you are 10 lakh people are applying, only 5 lakh people will be entering the examination hall. So in that 5 lakh people also, only 5% of the people are getting into mains. Seriously? Yes, it is serious. See, this is the data given by UPSC. So only 5% people get into the mains examination. Even then, appearing for interview, adaliyum 5% da. So from mains, you will be like people are filtered. It is exactly filtration process. From a huge group of people, you will be filtering people to a minor extent. So group of people இருந்த you need a finely picked people. அதாவது அந்த சர்வீசஸ் குரூப் ஏ சர்வீசஸ்க்கு நீங்க இந்தியாவோட ப்ரைட் அண்ட் இந்தியாவோட ஐடென்டிட்டியா மாறுறதுக்கான பீப்புளை வந்து இந்த எக்ஸாமினேஷன் ப்ராசஸ்ல வந்து தே வில் பி ஃபில்டரிங். ஸோ அப்படி பார்க்குறப்போ த நம்பர் ஆஃப் கேண்டிடேட் செலக்டட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னு பார்த்துக்கோங்களேன், ஹவு மச், அதாவது செலக்டட்னா இன்டர்வியூக்கு செலக்ட் ஆயிருப்பாங்க, அதுலயும் ஃபைனல் வேகன்சிஸ் எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னு பார்த்துதான். தீஸ் ஆர் தி ஃபைனல் வேகன்சிஸ். அதாவது 2018, 19, 20க்கு பாருங்களேன், 759 and 829 and 761. These were the exact vacancies which were available for the civil servants. So even though you get selected from the interview based on the vacancies available and based on the data produced by the UPSC's recruiting agency, you will be posted on different cadres and different postings. Okay, this is about the total number of vacancies. Then comes the cutoff range. So please don't panic by seeing these cutoffs and all. So just to have an idea, like for the people who are newly preparing, they must have an idea how the cutoff is ranging from. So for those people who have taken this cutoff, and for the people already preparing, you must have known how cutoff ranges from. So this is the cutoff. I'm not going to detail speak about this, so you can have a look of it. I think it is visible in a broader sense. So yes, this is the cutoff range. So I can say one thing about like you know, the mains cutoff, like total mark is 1750. You can see the cutoff range, right? It is not even a 50% of mark is scored. So அதாவது பாதி மார்க் கூட இல்ல, 1750க்கு பாதி மார்க் கூட இல்ல டோட்டல் கட் ஆஃப்க்கு பாக்குறப்போ, கரெக்ட்டுங்களா? ஸோ நீங்க if you are working hard and if you're writing also, your cutoff range will be around 700 or 800 to the maximum. You won't cross 1000 and all. It is not possible at all. It will be like this only. Okay, and the grand total you see, of course it is not at all a 0.5% of 2000 to like 25. So இப்படிதான் இருக்கும் கட் ஆஃப். நீங்க வந்து ரேஞ்ச் பண்ற மாதிரி நான் வந்து 1000க்கு மேல ரீச் பண்ணிடுவேன் அப்படியெல்லாம் கிடையாது. வாட் எவர் யுவர் ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் யூ ஹவ் புட் இன், இட் வில் பி டெஃபினெட்லி ரிஃப்ளெக்டட் இன் யுவர் மெயின்ஸ் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் ஆர் preliminary preparation. The thing is you have to reach heights, that's all. And one thing I have to mention here before preparing or before telling about the preliminary syllabus, I told like you have a preliminary, that is 2 papers you have in preliminary, right? One is General Studies 1 and General Studies 2. Yes, you have 2 papers. Both are General Studies. What is the difference? Sorry, General Studies 1 is dealing with all kind of syllabuses, starting from current affair till the history. And General Studies 2 is entirely different. You will be having all kind of aptitudes. அதாவது எல்லா aptitude, the reasoning, அப்புறம் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா you will be having quantitative techniques, you will be having comprehension, data interpretation, everything you will be having in paper 2. So this pattern, that is 2 separate papers were splitted off from 2011. From 2010 it was different, like you are having one single paper, and in one single paper you will be having all the stuffs. அதாவது you'll be having General Studies 1 with current affairs, geography, history, economic, polity, everything will be there. And along with those things, you will be having quantitates also. That is, you will be having comprehension, you will be having numerical ability, logical reasoning, decision making, everything. So they thought that was not good. And from 2011, the examination, that is preliminary examination pattern changed, and you got 2 papers separately, each carrying 200 marks with grand total of 400. So, okay, this was the thing I actually wanted to tell. And one more thing I want to mention here is like General Studies 1, that paper will be a considering paper. That the paper for General Studies 1 will be taken for the total mark calculation. But General Studies 2 is just a qualifying paper. You have to get a pass mark in General Studies 2, that is CSAT. You have to get at least 33% of mark. Only then your General Studies paper 1 will be evaluated. Okay, I think most of the people must have heard about this. The thing is like that paper, இப்போ நீங்கள் சிசாட் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா சிசாட்டில் நீங்கள் வந்து மினிமமாக குவாலிஃபைங் பேப்பர் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்கன்னா தான் அந்த மார்க் வச்சு தான் உங்களோட General Studies 1, அதாவது பேப்பர் 1-வே எவாலுவேட் பண்ணுவாங்க, கரெக்ஷனே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க, இல்லைன்னா கரெக்ஷனே பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ General Studies 2 பேப்பர் வந்து மார்க் இஸ் நாட் கன்சிடர்ட், ஒன்லி General Studies 1 மார்க் இஸ் கன்சிடர்ட். அதுதான் இப்போ exact thing you have to understand. So basically உங்களுக்கு வந்து if you are preparing for banking or if you are good at maths, you can clear paper 2. And general studies, you have to definitely be in practice. You must know what is happening currently, and you must know the history, you must know geography, you must know polity, economic developments, you must know science and technology, everything. இவ்வளவும் படிக்கணுமா? Should I read everything? You must read everything, but you must do smart work along with hard work. So one thing I can tell you, like everyone can't read everything. அதாவது எல்லாருனாலும் எல்லா விஷயத்தையுமே படிக்கவும் முடியாது, எல்லா விஷயத்தையும் தெரிஞ்சுக்கவே முடியாது. ஸோ ஈச் டே இஸ் அ லேர்னிங் ப்ராசஸ். நம்ம டெய்லியும் ஒரு விஷயம் கத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ த திங் இஸ் லைக் யூ கான்ட் கவர் என்டையர் திங், பட் யூ கேன் focus on the important topics where UPSC will focus. So those things are especially expected here on UPSC. UPSC is not testing whether you know everything, whether you are smart, whether you are very much like doing hard work with smart work. That is the thing which is UPSC is expecting in preliminary. So okay, come. So we'll go into the UPSC main syllabus. So come on, we have 9 papers, isn't it? So compulsory paper, that is one will be in English, one will be in Indian languages. Indian languages, what is that? Indian languages na ungaloda native language. You can write it in Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, whatever your language you're comfortable with, you can write it. And one English paper will be definitely there. And this paper is not a qualifying paper. Like you have to write, but the marks will not be considered. Okay, considered in the sense for the final evaluation, it won't be considered, but the correction will be done. Correction lam பண்ணுவாங்க, but the final mark calculation, it won't be taken because it is basic qualifying paper. And essay, you have essay, like 2 questions will be given. அதனால 2 பேப்பர்ன்ற மாதிரி போட்டிருக்காங்க. Don't worry, you have 1 paper, but you have to write 2 essays, and it will be carrying marks. Okay, and general studies, you have 4 papers. So paper 1 will be covering with history, geography, art and culture, and Indian society. And paper 2, you'll be covering with governance, polity, and social justice, international relation. Everything will be covered in paper 2. And paper 3, economic development, technology, biodiversity, environment, disaster management, everything will be covered in paper 3. And paper 2, ethics, integrity, and aptitude, those things will be covered in paper 4. So each paper carries, you already know, it's about 300 marks, and you will be given, like each paper differs from 300 marks, and will be given 3 hours for each paper. And optional subject, of course I have to tell about it. So you have optional subject, you can select any subject apart from this. Okay, any subject na eppadi, you have various categories of optional subject which is listed in UPSC website. So like நான் வந்து engineering student, நான் ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, I'm a civil engineer, so நான் civil subject தான் எடுப்பேன், I'm very strong in civil engineering அப்படின்னா, you must have an idea whether you are capable of writing that, because UPSC will not ask what you studied in your bachelor degree. It will be aiming a bit higher. So it may ask from like if you have completed BE, it may ask from ME syllabus. So you must see like that. So like you can select any subject, maybe geography, sociology, public administration, whatever it is, you can select from that. So one thing you must see is if you are comfortable. Pattern, how the mark is split. So one Indian language paper, it is 300 marks, and it's just qualifying in nature. Marks are not considered, as I already told you. இல்ல உங்களோட ஏமா இருக்கட்டும், கீழே இருக்கக்கூடாது, மேலே இருக்கணும். அப்பதான் நீங்க 2025 மார்க்ஸை வந்து எப்படி அச்சீவ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பார்ப்பீங்க. ஸோ ஃபைனல் ட்ரைனிங் இதெல்லாம் பேசிட்டோம். ஸோ நீங்க வந்து சப்போஸ் இந்த எக்ஸாம்லாம் கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, இன்டர்வியூ கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு எங்க நடக்கும், என்ன நடக்கும்? ஃபைனல் ட்ரைனிங் நடக்கும். கேள்விப்பட்டீங்களா? Have you heard about the final training given to the all civil service officers? Yes, these are the 4 major things I have listed down for you. That is Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, which is situated in Uttarakhand, Missouri. So this is the training academy for Indian administrative services. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, which is situated in Hyderabad, Telangana, for Indian Police Services, that is IPS training is given here. And Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Services, New Delhi, here the services given for Indian foreign services, the people who are got shortlisted for foreign services. Indira Gandhi National Forest Academy, Dehradun, Uttarakhand. This institute is specially for Indian Forest Services. And National Academy of Direct Taxes, Nagpur, Maharashtra, gives training for the Indian Revenue Services. Okay, come on. I think actually, these institutes are the pride for individual who are clearing civil service aspirant. It is a dream for all the UPSC aspirants to at least one time get into this academy and get trained yourself. It is a life of heaven. I will show you how it happens. Okay, we have talked a lot about UPSC. We'll go into the examination preparation. Shall we? I think we have to move. So preparation strategy. First comes the syllabus. So syllabus, what syllabus? Of course, UPSC syllabus. So UPSC syllabus அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you must know the entire data of UPSC syllabus. ஏன் இதை நான் ஃபுல்லாக தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்? Why should I know entire thing? Because you are preparing for UPSC, you must know entire thing about syllabus. One basic thing why you have to know or why you have to be aware about UPSC syllabus is like you can filter out the relevant points. So once நீங்க வந்து syllabus பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தான் எந்த பாயிண்ட் வந்து நான் ஆல்ரெடி படிச்சிருக்கேன், நம்மளுக்கு எது வந்து ஃபெமிலியரா இருக்கு, which I am very familiar with, which I already know, that you have to identify. And the thing is like you can identify the areas in the syllabus where direct question is asked, like எந்த இடத்துல direct question UPSC கேக்குறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்மளால தெரிஞ்சுக்க முடியும், so that you can focus more on that. And apart from that, it will help you get things related from newspaper. நீங்க நியூஸ்பேப்பர் படிப்பீங்க இல்லையா? யூ மஸ்ட் ஹவ் ஆல் ஹர்ட். எந்த காம்படிட்டிவ் எக்ஸாமா இருக்கட்டும் இல்லை யூபிஎஸ்சி எக்ஸாம்னால நியூஸ் பேப்பர் கண்டிப்பா படிக்கணும்ப்பா. யூ மஸ்ட் ரீட் த நியூஸ் பேப்பர். வித்வுட் ரீடிங் நியூஸ் பேப்பர் யூ கான்ட் கிளியர் த எக்ஸாம்ஸ் அப்படிலாம் சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க. யூபிஎஸ்சி ப்ரிப்பரேஷன்ல நியூஸ் பேப்பர் இஸ் வெரி மச் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். பட் த திங் இஸ் லைக் how you read the newspaper, on what basis you have to read the newspaper, everything is based on the smart work you do. So syllabus is very much important because you must read newspaper based on the syllabus. இப்போ சிலபஸ்ல ஒன்று கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னு வச்சுப்போம், என்ன கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க, எக்கனாமிக் டெவலப்மெண்ட் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. ஸோ நியூஸ் பேப்பர்ல வந்து எக்கனாமிக் டெவலப்மெண்ட் டாபிக் நீங்க எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்பீங்கன்னா, நீ சிலபஸ் பார்த்திருந்தா தான் நியூஸ் பேப்பர்ல அந்த நியூஸ் வந்தா நீ படிப்ப. So if you have gone through the syllabus only, you can find out which topic is being read in the newspaper and you will highlight the points and you will make note of it, because it will be helping you in the mains exam preparation. Okay, then comes the pattern and the previous year questions. Pattern, what kind of pattern? Pattern is about the previous year patterns which is followed in the preliminary question. So you must know on what basis they have taken the questions, the number of questions from history, number of questions from geography, the number of questions they have asked from your polity or something. So everything must be make a note, because only if you have an idea about like only if you have an idea of previous year question paper and only if you have gone through the previous year question paper, you will know how the pattern is working on. So sometimes UPSC may ask like UPSC la வந்து இப்போ 100 question இருக்குன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், they may ask at least 20 questions from polity, or suppose they may ask 25 questions from geography. So only if you follow the pattern and if you go through the previous year question paper, you'll come to know which areas you should focus on and where you have to put hard work and where you have to put smart work, so that you can easily cover entire chapters. And another thing about pattern is like it will help you, of course it will help you filter the relevant points. Suppose if a question is arising from geography, maybe some map question is asked. So if you have gone through it from the previous year question paper, it will help you. Maybe UPSC may not ask the same map question, but it may ask some other questions relating to map. So you can have an idea, okay, in previous year they have asked map question, so this year we may expect a map question, so you must be well thorough with map. So map, not only map, we have a lot of things to focus on, but I'm saying as an example. So then we are getting into the myths. Everyone has a myth, like there is an imagination or there is a illusion around UPSC preparing people that what they think is like when you join a coaching institute, you'll become an IAS officer. Seriously, not like that. So the thing is, it's not like that. When you getting into a coaching institute to get trained for UPSC, like some people have myth like, Appada, I have joined a coaching institute so that I will definitely become an IAS officer. No, seriously not. Coaching institute will help you in getting trained, like which area you should focus, how much you have to prepare, and how much you have to hard work, and how much you can do smart work. But the entire thing depends on you, how you prepare, how you focus on, how your consistency is, and how well and how hard work you put towards your preparation. That takes you to the next round. But some people have myth like coaching institute சேர்ந்தாலே நான் ஐஏஎஸ் ஆயிடுவேன், அந்த மாதிரி மித்தோட வராதீங்க. Because it is your examination and it is your aim and it is your ambition to become an IAS officer, then it is your work to work hard towards UPSC preparations. So கண்டிப்பா கோச்சிங் இன்ஸ்டியூட் உங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணும், பட் ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் பண்ண வேண்டியது உங்க கையில தான் இருக்கு. Okay, the second myth what everyone think is like only intelligent people can clear UPSC. Not at all. Intelligent people மட்டும்தான் கிளியர் பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா அப்ப வந்து யூபிஎஸ்சில இருக்கவங்க எல்லாம் யாரு, அதை பத்தி நான் சொல்றேன். இன்டெலிஜென்ட்னா ஐக்யூ ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கணும். லைக் பீப்புள் ஹாவ் thought like that. Only intelligent people can clear, and if IQ power is high, only those people will be in the UPSC. Not at all. UPSC is not testing your IQ. UPSC is testing your perseverance. How well you can survive in a situation, how well you know about India. அதாவது how much you have known about India, and நீங்க எவ்வளோ இந்தியாவை பத்தி தெரிஞ்சிருக்கீங்க, நீங்க இப்படி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன் வந்தா உங்களால ஹேண்டில் பண்ண முடியுமா, நீங்க வந்து இந்தியாவுக்கு ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளம் வருது, மேபி இன் எக்கனாமிக் சென்ஸ் ஆர் ஜியோகிராபிக்கல் சென்ஸ் ஆர் வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ், இண்டஸ்ட்ரி மூலமா ஆர் ஃபினான்ஷியல், எவ்ரிதிங், நீ இந்த மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன் கொடுத்தாலும் ஹேண்டில் பண்ண முடியுமா தான் பாக்குதே தவிர நீ உன்னோட லைக் இட் won't test your IQ. So another myth like you need to study everything under sun. It is not myth. Like people think like if a sun இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், if you have a sun, people think like I have to study everything, whatever book I get, whatever book I find, everything I have to study. Please, not at all. The exact thing what you have to do for the basic preparing aspirant is you have to definitely study 6th to 12th NCERT textbooks, all subjects. You have to study that. That is the base for UPSC preparation. Apart from that, for the advanced levels, you have different books for different things. Like polity, you have Lakshmikant, and geography, you have J.C. Leon. So history, you have different books, medieval India, modern India. So those books are available, but basically you have to study NCERT textbooks. So you don't have to study everything. Like not everything. I already told you have to do smart work. Not you don't have to work hard on everything and miss your smart work. You have to do hard work also along with smart work so that you can cover entire topic in a scheduled time. Like if you see like 𝕝𝕟𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕖, I will study this book also, I will study that book also. If you study one book properly, you will definitely be in the next stage. So another thing is like what I have to say is okay, what I have to say is here, the thing, you have to read something about everything, and you have to know everything about something. You got it? No, right? அதாவது எல்லாத்த பத்தியும் ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயம் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சிருக்கணும், அண்ட் ஏதாவது பத்தி சில விஷயம் கண்டிப்பா தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். அதுதான் சொல்ல வராங்க. லைக் யூபிஎஸ்சி இஸ் ஆல்சோ லைக் தட். ஸோ எல்லாத்த பத்தியும் ஏதாவது தெரிஞ்சு வச்சிருக்கணுமா? The thing is like you must know what you are like. You must know something about everything. Like geography, history, geography, history, polity, whatever it is, you must know everything about these things and something about everything. That is the thing actually. So as previously I tell like it is about the perseverance. Suppose let me take I'm giving 3 attempts and I didn't clear, and if you are that much confident and if you are ready for the next attempt with your perseverance level, that is how you come back to the UPSC preparation. Like if you lose your mind or if you lose your control that I'm not able to focus or I'm not able to clear in the first attempt, it won't be. So It's all about your own strength and it's your own consistency and coherence how you prepare for UPSC along with the support of a coaching institute. So, which I am here also an example whom I am preparing now. So next we are getting into the